Hey, I want to make a reference real quick to a shipwreck. I want to talk about what Paul says to his letter in Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 1, starting at about verse 18. He tells Timothy to continue to fight the good fight, and we've heard that scripture before. But what he says is very important. He says, I am giving you this command in keeping with the prophecies once made about you, so that by recalling them you may fight the battle well. So he's saying that if you can hang on to the promises that have been given you by God through the Word and through other sources that God speaks to us through, by holding on to the promises that God has given us and holding on to the faith and good conscience, then by that we can continue to fight. If we're fighting the good fight just to fight a battle, then we probably aren't going to end up on top. But if we fight a fight because of the faith that we have in God and the faith that we have in what God has promised us, then it's a good fight. And he warns us, he says, there are some of us that have rejected, and we end up in a shipwrecked state. When we forget the promises that God has made, when we forget to keep our faith in God alone, then it says that we end up with a shipwreck in regards to our faith. Is your faith strong? Is your faith strong enough to withstand the storm? Or the first sign of trouble and storm approaching, is that going to cause us a shipwreck because of the faith that we don't have? Something to think about this morning.